I have an idea. Maybe. No, I can't. Maybe. I have to. I invoke the ancient incantation! Summon bass! Oh, good heavens! An Aria Pro II IGB-805? I've not seen one of these since 1986.
I can't believe that incantation actually worked. You summoned an Integra 805, 850. I don't know. I don't care. I love the way this thing looks.
It's beautiful.
You've seen it here, folks. The first magical incantation ever caught on camera, Black Rosary. We did it first. You all know the drill. Like and subscribe. Share to your friends. We're going to dominate the world with our musical culture. Let's get right into the review of the Integra.
Integra 850.
So obviously, NevahWintah summoned this thing out of thin air, out of desperation to fuel the channel, fuel the fire that is Existential Rig Review.
It was something I didn't want to have to do, but I put things on the line for Black Rosary.
Now, I'll tell you how he did not summon it. He definitely didn't go to Music Go Round and buy it for $200 due to a mislabel. That is not how it was summoned. I guess in the 80s they just hated shielding because this thing picks up radio waves like you wouldn't believe.
It's bad. We got to listen to, who is it, Phil Collins?
Yeah, we were listening to some Phil Collins through the pickups.
Coming.
Don't, we're going to get copyright.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, YouTube. I love you.
Now, something that they must have spent the shielding money on was the bridge.
That bridge is something else.
This bridge has so many moving parts and screws that I don't think a German engineer could figure it out.
No, only a Japanese engineer. I love it, though. You can space it out further. You can, your regular intonation, and it's wonderful. I love it. Good job. Good job, Japanese.
Good job, Matsumoto.
Yes. Is that where it's from?
I think.
In theory.
I don't know.
I don't know. They don't like to put things on the base.
But it is made in Japan.
It is. It's a wonderful thing. I love made in Japan basses and guitars and instruments in general. They're of very nice quality.
This thing, is there a musical genre you couldn't use this bass in?
No. Not a single one.
I don't think so either.
What does it fit best in?
I mean, I'm inclined to believe that it fits metal the best, but I think that really depends on what do you think, viewer? Like, if you were stuck in one genre with this bass, which genre would it be? Put in the comments down below. We don't hear enough from you, and I miss you, and I love you, so I want to hear.
I love you too, viewer.
We hate you. It's an ergonomic bass. It balances well.
It does balance well. It doesn't neck dive or anything, which is... I've not picked up an Aria Pro II that neck dives really badly.
No, I think it's because they all have that like jazz bass shape.
Yeah,
it's proven design.
It's lovely. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that with all that weight up near the headstock with how thick the neck is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And one thing you may not notice on a first glance at this bass is that it's actually a very deep metallic black. It's not just black. It has sparkles in it. It's very nice. Yeah, when the light hits it just right, it's like...
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's almost got some brown within it, in a way. It's root beer-esque.
It's root beer-esque.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Am I not wrong?
This is the...
Black licorice.
This is the epitome of root beer.
Yeah. It sounds sweet as if it were root beer.
It has
like sour at the same time.
It's got a very noticeable clank to it.
Oh, it clanks.
Yeah.
It's
if you're really driving into that E string or the low B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get some brutal tone out of it.
But I can't promise you're gonna hear that with this demo. It's pretty
NevahWintah got artistic with the demo.
I got a certain way. I was feeling frisky, I think.
He was listening to too much what is that, Spirit Crusher?
I don't know.
Is
I
that the one
don't.
that's like do 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 do?
I don't listen to death. I'm really not even.
Oh, well, it was too
But
much death.
it sounds like death, but I'm not a death fan,
It
really.
does. It sounds like death.
But
So, what kind of guitar do you think suits this? Like, if you're putting a band together and you had to build it around this bass, what kind of guitar?
ooh, What do you viewers think? I'll allow you viewers to ponder it, and then I shall give my answer.
I'm thinking this is a cursed answer. I'm thinking like almost like a headless guitar.
I don't like that. I'm not okay with that. Like a Kiesel.
No, not one
like
of those.
a-
Like an older one. Like, I think is it Steinberger
Yeah,
or
Steinberg,
Steinberg or something like that. Yeah. And I think you could get away with the Schecter Blackjack too.
I was thinking some form of Schecter could work, or maybe even an Ibanez. No.
Wait, hold on. Like a Fender Super Stratocaster, like an HSH.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would look good, especially if it was black with like a chrome pickguard.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, you can see if it had the black metallic going on. Yeah.
What kind of, well, what kind of guy plays this bass?
This bass is played by like the virtuoso. Like
Okay.
this guy can play anything. And
is it the kind of guy that has so many basses in his collection? Yeah, he grabs that one.
I think so. I think this one was made to suit a very specific type of gigging musician. You know, the guy who wants something dependable. It's going to be there for him. There's no failure points on this bass.
Not a single one.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing you might have to do is change the 9-volt. But the guy who plays this professionally, he's got 9 volts. He's not worried about 9 volts.
Not a bit.
He's worried about missing his gig because he was too busy practicing in the pocket. And he said 30-minute in the pocket session. And next thing you know, 3.5 hours later, gig time.
Well, I also want to mention, I feel like the build quality of this instrument, wonderful. Similar to the other Aria that you have, I feel like you could break down a wall with it and still play the show.
It's strange because even though it's a bolt-on, it feels nothing like a bolt-on.
I know, that is odd. I don't even think about it being a bolt-on. It's just that good.
Yeah, this might be the only bolt-on bass I own. I think it is.
Well, if we're going about the Fender with the Kaler, which
that's
is
right.
eventually going to be on here.
Yeah, you didn't hear that.
You didn't hear anything.
But yeah, for a long time, this was my only bolt-on. I had a Jackson CMG, but unfortunately, I got rid of that before we started the series. So if if the church that I sold it to out there is watching this, go ahead and give it back to me. So,
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll do a review on it. I like that bass, but I think that about wraps it up. I would say if you can find one of these, which you won't be able to, and I think they're Japanese exclusive.
They're pretty impossible. I've never seen one.
Yeah, the only way I've even ever found one was through like countless Reddit searches. And
I saw a plethora of the Arias in Japan, but that doesn't count.
Well, yeah, but like this particular model,
you're not finding it here.
Yeah, this one is it's like a very limited run. I found an advertisement for it in an old Japanese magazine, and even then, it was like the equivalent of $800 or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was like, that is insane.
It's quite the instrument.
You think they could have put some shielding on it?
You would think so.
So one day we will shield this thing. It'll be ready. Oh, little black Rosary lore. This is the bass that was used in the recording of In the Absence of Light shortly after Sweetser quit, and I was doing all the bass. This is it.
And that's why the bass on that album is so wonderful sounding.
Yeah.
It just sounds thick.
It was also a pain, though, because I had to make sure it wasn't picking up any radio stations.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, you may hear that in the demo here coming.
You may hear some music in the demo. Well, I'm going to try to keep it out with post-editing, but I don't know. Speaking of the demo, we got NevahWintah on the demo. We're going to kick it off to NevahWintah right now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure we can rule the universe.